Welcome back to my channel. I want to do an update on the Norris frame I've been teasing about in some of my other videos. Here it is so far, and this is the Catalyst Machine Works Super Light Norris edition. I know this frame's been out for a while, but I wanted to tinker with it, so I bought one. My goal with this is that Catalyst Machine Works does say that if you build this correctly, you can have a sub 200 gram quadcopter. So I'm going to see what it takes to actually make that happen, to get it under 200 grams. It could be 199.9 and then I've accomplished the goal. So far I have built the frame. I'm actually pretty fond of the design. It's simple. It went together pretty well with one exception that I'm going to talk about in a little while here. I went with the lightest. I think these are 2205 2600 kV motors, so they'll work pretty well with like a bi-bladed prop. And they're the lightest motors I could find that seemed like they're worth buying. I think they're 25 grams a piece. I put the RunCam Mini in there. It's possible that there's a lighter camera VTX combination that I may have to use. We'll see where we're at when we build it. I know that these things weigh 4 grams each, and they recommend you have those on if you have motors that are, I don't remember if it says 25 grams or more or over 25 grams. I'm right at 25 grams, so but I like those on there. They're going to add some structural strength too. So if I can leave those on, I will. If not, I'll make the quad with my goal, and I may put those back on, and if it's a little bit heavier to go have fun with it, then so be it. What else have I done here? This has an HGL, it was a HGL RC, the 20 by 20 stack. It came with a camera too, which I didn't use. Actually, I'm having some trouble with this. At first, when I wired it up and ran it, it looked like it was working fine. I was having trouble connecting BL Heli to it for some reason. Now it doesn't run at all. Well, 2 motors will run, 2 motors won't run, and I don't really have any idea why that is. It's possible that I blew up the board. Regardless of that, I have something different coming, which I think is going to be a better solution, and that should be here tomorrow. So I'll probably update. I'll make my next update pretty soon. What else we got? You could probably shed some weight by not using this 3D printed antenna mount, even though it's kind of nice. You could probably also shed some weight by not using the supplied 3D printed camera mount. So there's options. I could probably take these off, although they didn't even register on my scale. So all in all, here's where we're at on it. All right. With no props, it's just getting right out at 208 grams. So so far, I have to lose, to make my goal, I have to lose a little bit of weight here. So I know 3 bladed props are usually about 4 grams each. These are HQ 5 by 4.3 by 3s. So add those to the 208 we get. So 24 grams has to come off, or I can use some lighter props. We'll see. I know that the crossbars are 4 grams each, so that would take it down to 216 grams. If I get some lighter props, and then I think the new electronics I have coming are just slightly lighter too. So I think I'm going to get in the ballpark pretty easily here. A couple of things about the design of this frame. I feel like there's a lot of love put into this. Just the overall concept and design. It does seem nice. One thing I want to complain about, and I'm sorry, Catalyst, on my frame anyway, that's what I'm trying to say, is the distance from here to here on the frame is slightly different than the distance from here to here on this cross brace. And it made it quite difficult to put it on. Not impossible, as you can see they're on, so it does work, but you can probably see there's a little bow in there. Now, I don't know if that tension is intended to be on there. I'm not sure what purpose it would serve to have it under tension. Actually, I could think of some reasons. I would like to know if that's intentional or if it's just a measurement error on there. I'm really curious about it. Now, you might try to say, well, those are on backwards, and I thought of that. You can see that there's a splay on these, that they're not parallel, and that's true of the screws in the frame also. Like if you extended a line out like this, it would meet at a point eventually. These two pieces are identical. They're not like one's supposed to be on the back, one's supposed to be on the front, but they are directional. So you have to make sure that they're oriented the right way. And I'm very sure I have that. And even with that, it's not easy to put those on. Somebody tell me maybe if I'm mistaken on that. What else? I think that covers it. On my next video, like I say, I've got electronics coming tomorrow that will replace this 20 millimeter stack in here with one single board, and then I'll need a VTX somewhere. I'm going to order some two-bladed props, so put those on there, and when I get all those pieces and I put it together, I may trim these wires down a little bit, trying to lose just a little bit of weight. When I get it, the next version, I'll produce another video for you as an update number 2. So until then, I will see you in the next video. Take care.